That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 5K subs, man. First things first, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Today, I felt especially this happens a lot. Hold on. Let me see. Is it connected to the thing now? Hold on, I gotta check the settings. Let me see. Audio. Yo, 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 yo. I think it's on. I think okay. I think it's on. All right. But it's been doing that a lot lately, like just unhooking the microphone. I'll restart the computer later. But I'm saying all of this to say I really, really appreciate every single person that tunes in. You can see it sometimes in lives when I have like 8 people in there. I'm like, yo, we got 8 people in here. I like have 2, 3 people in the chat. I'm like, yo, we got 2 people in the chat. What up? I got my first donation. All right, it was like $2. Hold on. Sorry. I'm trying to get the mic right. It was like $2, and I was lit, bro. I was like, oh snap! I got my first donation. Okay, the microphone isn't working, so we'll figure that out later. But still, it was like $2, and I was so going crazy. I'm appreciative of everything, and to God be the glory for everything, as always. Let's get into it, man. New music that dropped today. A lot of new music dropped today. It's probably one of the first active weekends, active Fridays this year in 2025 in terms of new music dropping and stuff like that. I want to talk about my favorite kind of overall project that dropped today, and it was Keys I Feel Free. So hold on, let me pull this up here. Excuse me, give me a second, y'all. Pull up this track list and let y'all know which songs I was really rocking with for real. So hold on, let me share the screen. Okay, so here it is. Keys I Feel Free project. I like every song from the first song all the way up to probably about about Liar. Yeah. So I like the first half of it for sure. Everything straight through. The new meat, he sampled the money clothes, the money cars, you can fill in the blank song from Jay-Z. I believe that was Timbaland who produced it. ASAP Rocky and The Game sampled that same beat a couple years ago, and I like the way that ASAP flipped it with saying clothes instead of the thing that rhymes with that. But Key's take on it was a bit too eclectic for me. It wasn't really for me. And then also the Popstar Benny freestyle. It was definitely Popstar Benny, the most Popstar Benny beat I've ever heard. Y'all know I rock with Benny and stuff like that on this side and this channel. But once again, it was once kind of like with Key on top of it was just a little too eccentric for my liking. I did like how it ended though. Shout out to Himward. I didn't even realize that was Himward at the end, and I did like Go Dumb as well. But Key. One of the reasons why I appreciate Keys, he's never afraid to take those chances and to do something different and to sound different. And he always sounds different. So I always appreciate that with him because a lot of people will stay safe, play it safe. And I think that's also one of the reasons why Key might not be as big as the people that he made famous are right now, is because he doesn't conform to like what is hot or something like that to make a radio hit or to fit in some lane or to be accepted in some pocket of hip hop. He just makes what he wants to make, and he's creative about it, and he makes a sound. Keys literally sounds like nobody else. I'm trying to say that. I'm saying all that to say Key sounds like nobody else, and that's what makes Key. But at the same time, sometimes it's just a little too out there for me. But usually when that is the case, it grows on me eventually. It eventually grows on me, usually 9 times out of 10. My favorite song probably of the day was the what was it? I don't know if this was the one with Schoolboy Q, but the one with Schoolboy Q and the one with Veda. Veda snap, bro. And Veda's getting better with music as well. Not music. She's always been kind of good with music, but she's getting better with rapping, like just technical rapping and her flows and diverse flows and everything like that. I'm really, really excited about Veda. Obviously, she's been on the rise the last couple of years, signed to Rock Nation, has the Tyler the Creator co-sign and everything like that, and now has this big placement on Key's project. And shout out to Himward as well, being there on the last track. Key, once again, in the forefront. What's going on? What's popping underground? Who are the popping people in the city of Atlanta? Who are the popping people in the South? You know, when you think about the Alicia G's, he already has a song with Tony Snow. You know, these are the people, Spooks. These are the people that Key is already tapped in with and knows about right now ahead of time before, you know, they're known about all throughout the South region and then, you know, of course, the United States. But anyways, I say all this to say first half of the project is hard. Every single song is crazy. The McConan joint is crazy too. I said, this man done brought McConan out. McConan said he retired like last year. So this must be an old track with McConan. But I went on a whole rant about Veda, about this verse and her getting better at music in general. But Veda's deluxe album, bro, like the Vatrix, I'm not sure if that was the name of the regular album, but if it was, the Vatrix was okay, right? It was all right. It had some good moments in it, and it was totally Veda, her sound and stuff like that. The deluxe though, Vatrix Reloaded. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Veda, bro. She on the way. She on the way for sure. This deluxe pack, one of the best deluxe packs I've heard in a minute, bro. She's on the way. And once again, what she do on this key joint, she snapped on the key joint. She went bar for bar with key. I said, okay, bro. All right, I see the vision. Veda is on the way, bro. She is on the way. Schoolboy Q did his thing, delivered, didn't give Key no BS verse, didn't mail it in. He gave Key a great verse, bro. He gave Key a great verse as well. And Key held his own, of course, like I said, his creativity on another level. And yeah. Shout out to Bear as well. Bear One Boss, obviously, probably one of the more popping artists in the underground, especially with that eclectic sound. Like I said, once again, it's not necessarily always for me. However, you know, it is for a lot of people. And Young Doug necessarily is not for me and was not for me, but it is for a lot of people. And that's Bear One Boss, and that's why Key is so high on him, as well as the rest of the underground in Atlanta, especially. They're high on Bear One Boss. Shout out to Schoolie. Schoolie did his thing as well. Red Smash, my boy, Red Smash, fan of the channel. Red Smash did a great job on Cupid Stupid. I love that song for dropping it in the middle of the album, of a Valentine's Day album. I really like that. You know, originally Key said he was going to do Soul Emotional 2. He said Soul Emotional 2 was on the way. I wanted to talk to him about that. He kind of dodged the interview and those questions and things like that. But if I can imagine, I would imagine something like excuse me, Cupid Stupid would have been on Soul Emotional 2. So there's that. And yeah, man, I really rock with the project. So that was my first project that I was like really hyped for. He dropped it later in the day, like I was really waiting for him to drop it, and you know, he officially dropped it probably like I didn't notice until like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Now, this joint, the Some Sexy Songs for You from Drake and Party Next Door. So it's 21 songs. I think it's 74 minutes of just kind of slow songs and stuff like that, intimate kind of songs they say are for lovemaking and stuff like that. On Drake's SoundCloud, he uploaded like 7 of the songs, 7 of the 21. Let me count right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He uploaded 6 of the 21 songs. I haven't listened to the full thing, Of the full album, I probably played the first like 6, 7 songs, and then I played these 6 songs. So keep that in mind. But I will say, out of the first 6, 7 songs I heard, I kind of like the opening joint, but overall, I already knew what I was getting into with this project. I'm not a big fan of Party Next Door. I think he's a talented guy. He makes good music. That whole kind of like brand of R&B, style of R&B just really isn't for me. I'm more of a with R&B, excuse me. I'm more of a soulful, traditional R&B guy, like singers who be singing, like the more kind of new school, auto tune, everything like that. Like not necessarily my joint, not necessarily my thing, but like I said, once again, it is it for a lot of other people. Uh, excuse me. It's not my thing. And also with what you call Floyd Mayweather signed a rapper from Toronto. What's up, Malik? Shout out to Malik. But another thing that I wanted to say about this joint was Drake. Drake with the melodies. Singing Drake is boring to me, bro. I already knew that going in. It doesn't appeal to me. I think it's boring. It's very monotone. It's very slow. It puts me to sleep every single time. It's not really my thing. That being said, actually listening to these songs, like I said, the first song, I was cool. I see where you're going with. Um, these joints right here, I say Small Town Fame. I like that one. Give Me a Hug. I like that one. I really like the second half when he switched it up and started rapping more. And then Nokia. I liked all those. I like those. And those were like songs I really like, genuinely liked and stuff like that. So I like those songs. And I feel like if you have, you know what I'm saying, how many of them songs? Like if you have like 4 or 5 songs on a project that I like and it's not even my type of music, that's pretty cool. I'm not saying the album is like great or anything like that, or it's like, oh, Drake is baby. But he got some stuff on there. And that brings me to the point of hold on, what Malik said. You know how Canadians take over America. Drake weekend, party next door. He said Canadian rappers got the immigrant hustle mentality when they go to the US. Facts. Facts. You don't even want to go to the whole song of the year joint with the no, you're not a colleague, you a colonizer. But anyways, shout out to Nav. I really when Nav first came out, like in 2017, bro, the joint with the Metro Boomin joint, the album. Just give me a minute. And give me a minute. He had that song with Playboy Cardi too. I'm not a fan of Tory Lanez. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna let you know right here. Out of this group of like popular people, I was probably like, well, I would say Drake growing up as a kid. Because Drake had a run, you know what I'm saying? I say from like '09 to about 2013, I was rocking with Drake. I ain't even gonna hold you. Because it was something new, fresh, everything like that. Ooh, ooh. And then Nav, bro. Nav in 2017, like I said, the Metro Boomin joint, he had the song with Offset on there. He had the song with Playboy Cardi on there. And he had his own thing. Like, I really rock with Nav. Okay, here's the thing about Tory. Tory, I think, is a talented brother. But like, I don't know. It's just something about him, bro. Cause he was like body the freestyles, body the covers. He can sing, he can rap really well. It's just something about him that I was just like, I don't really care too much for this dude's music. And it made it easier when the whole Meg thing happened. And I was just like, okay, all right, well, I never was really like the Tory, you know what I'm saying, stand to begin with and everything like that. But yeah. That's how I felt about Tory. I think Tory can rap really well and Tory can sing really well. I just don't really care too much for his music. I don't know why. It hasn't connected for me. But yeah. So anyways, with this Drake joint, this brings me to the overall conversation of the day. So Drake dropped, the entire timeline was talking about what was going on because it's people who whatever Drake did, whatever they released, they was gonna say it was trash. Drake fell off. Drake is this. Drake is that. Blah 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 blah. And there's gonna be a whole nother half of nobody, no, regardless of whatever Drake dropped, was gonna be like, Drake back, Drake back. This is the album of the year. Y'all stay on that side. He's a hit maker. This is a six god. This is a whatever. It was gonna be two sides of the exact extreme opposites. What I have come with as someone who knew I was probably going to still check out some of Drake's joints when he released them, and I was still going to listen to Kendrick after the whole blow up and stuff like that. I was still going to listen to both just as a listener of music and a follower of hip hop and a lover of hip hop. I gotta say this, bro. If you like Drake with the melodies, if you like the Scorpio B-side where it was all Drake singing, if that's your bag, because a lot of girls, they favorite Drake songs, you get to the concerts or you watch the concerts, he get into the deep album cuts that's singing, they all, the arena singing it with them. That ain't for me. I just think it's boring. It doesn't appeal to me. I don't see the creativity in it. But that's them. Okay, all right, this ain't for me. It's cool to say this ain't for me. And also acknowledge the talent when the Joker rapping. And every rap song ain't for me from Drake, but some of them is. Like when he did the Scary Hours 3, I was like, oh my goodness, this man snapping. When he did the Heart Part 6, he was really, coming up with some raps. Now the actual lyrical content, what he was talking about, and then Family Matters, bro snap. I ain't gonna hold you, bro snapped on Family Matters. But I say all this to say, coming down from like someone in the middle who knew they was gonna still listen to both of these jokers after the beef, I'll say it like this. It's not trash. The project ain't trash altogether. Now, like I said, I like how many songs on it? About 3-4 on it. Out of 21, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. But at the same time, it ain't. Some people said Drake went 0 for 20. No, he didn't. Hey, you capping down. Okay, but if you're talking about who's more influential, hip hop, Drake beats K Dot by a mile. Okay, all right, here we go. Let's talk about it. Because if you're saying Drake is more influential, it's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Drake being influential. Because Drake has had something where, excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. He has had moments where it was people was like, oh, you sound like Drake. Oh, you sound like Drake. Oh, you sound like Drake. The thing is, Drake took a lot of the original Drake sound from the guys like Afante, from the guys like this person, from the guys like this person, from the guys like this. So it's like, it's kind of weird because I think Drake popularized and made those things famous, right? So if he's the one that made it famous and popular, then yes, I agree. A lot of people grab that and attach to that and things of that sort. At the same token, Kendrick also has sons. And as far as I don't know anybody that sounded like Kendrick when he first came out. Yeah, I think Kendrick was probably the first one to sound like that, do that thing with his voice, like nobody was doing that. Would you still love me when he was doing like the alien? I was just listening to Sing About Me, song and stuff like that. With Maya Angelou and everything like that on Good Kid, Mad City, like just a masterpiece. I don't know anybody was doing that before Kendrick. Now you got guys like, just from Atlanta, you got Ben Riley, you have Suave, you have Jid, like all those guys sound like Kendrick Lamar, like, and that's just Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, like that. So it's like Kendrick has a lot of sons as well. And then you talk about influence. Of course, Drake has had his fair share of memes. When you think about the music video with what's his name? what's his name? Was him Rick Ross back in the day, and he did the little walk on an Instagram filter, and it became a meme. And then another thing that became a meme was a Hotline Bling music video and stuff like that, everything like that. Those were all things that people jumped on and people grabbed to and everything like that and stuff. So I say Drake had that. At the same time, bro, Kendrick's halftime show, everybody talked about it, bro. They dissected it, broke it down, this and that. And then you see on social media, everybody doing the little Not Like Us opening dance and stuff like that. They all doing it. All walks of life. Older white folks, younger white folks, black folks are old black folks, young black folks, kids. They all doing the Not Like Us dance and doing the little step. Amazon workers, actors, actresses. This is the most I ever seen somebody do that, as opposed since the dang Aaron Pierre. That's Mufasa. Aaron, that's how much is being talked about right now, bro. And for Drake to come out with a whole lawsuit, right? And say, oh, UNG pumped out Not Like Us to make it bigger than what it was. We've seen time and time again. We've seen the clips of people at their weddings. We've seen the clips of people at their birthday parties. We've seen the folks at the song. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these people were talking about it, right? We've seen the influence for firsthand. We've seen the pop out. We've seen the Juneteenth celebration, everything like that, right? We get to the Super Bowl. You say you tired of the song. This was 10 months ago. The song came out. 10 months later at the Super Bowl, the whole stadium at the Super Bowl singing. And then at the end of that, after that, if you had, okay, they pumped out fake noise, cussing that. They pumped out fake noise. There was nobody making noise. It was quiet. You had the whole world, the whole social media feed being nothing but them folks dancing to it and doing the Not Like Us dance. That's what I'm saying. It's influence, bro. I say it's levels to this influencing. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm gonna listen to this dude, Fry Eye. Fry Eye, you say it's a Toronto sound. Salute to Toronto, everything like that. But it's just like, bro, like, Drake not just doing that, bro. Like, it's even on here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Drake, I see this is a thing I'll say about evolution and diversity in their art, right? Because Drake is certainly diverse, right? He certainly can do a lot of things well, or at least adapt to it well enough to continue to push his brand forward. The thing I think is different is when Kendrick come out with something different, it's something you never heard before. When Buddy came on the joint with Baby Keem, and he said, top of the morning, let's get this. And he said, yeah, Compton Cowboy, Compton, yeah, all that, Compton. I said, what? I ain't never heard nobody speak no English like this. I ain't never heard nobody speak. When Drake grabs a new sound and it's a diverse sound or something like that, or a different flow, it's always from somebody else, bro. Like, you just had to keep it 100. Drake, if the underground sound popping, right, and all the popping kids, whether it's Nine Vicious, Molly Santana, Baby Osama the Sun, whoever it is that's popping, right, in the underground, all the kids listening to, right, and they sounded like robots, Skywaters, all them jokers, and they you're gonna hear Drake come out, B-I-E-O-E-E-O, and you're gonna be like, Drake switches it up. Drake is so diverse. And I think that's the difference between them two, because it's like when Kendrick come out with something new, it's something I ain't never heard before, bro. Completely original. When Drake comes out with something new, it's usually something that was already popping, bro. It's something that's already popping. I'm not gonna lie, K-Dot did win the beef. Not just win, but left Drake in the dirt. But Drake is still gonna be the better artist. Like I'm saying, bro, I think Drake is still gonna be Drake just because he's too popular. And it's two different sides. I think we saw firsthand the division in between them. And I'm so glad that Drake dropped the album this year, right? Okay now. Childish Gambino's from Atlanta. But we gonna keep going. Childish Gambino's from Atlanta, but we gonna keep going. This week, I'm glad that Drake dropped the album the same week after the Super Bowl performance, because we really saw the divide in the fan bases and what exactly people were kind of like upset about and arguing about and stuff like that. Kendrick is just more so like an intellectual guy, Easter eggs, you know what I'm saying? It's enjoyable on the surface level, but you also still have like layers. You have to listen, you have to sit down and pay attention to the visuals to really dissect what he's talking about, right? Even Drake made the joke about it when he said, boy, you better have a triple entendre coming out this. I know you in that New York apartment doing mental gymnastics, my boy. Even Drake said that, right? So that's Kendrick, that's Dot. And then you have Drake, where it's just straight up just like, let's party, let's have fun. This is what it is. I'm running the clubs, I'm running the radio, I'm running the mainstream, I'm running Billboard, I'm doing my thing. I'm the hit maker that y'all depend on. That's me, that's Drizzy Drake Rogers, right? That's the difference. So as long as there's people who want to party, go to the club, listen to some mainstream music and dance all the time and party, like be in their 20s or be in their 30s and still act like they're in their 20s, or be in their 40s and act like they're still in their 30s, Drake is going to be a thing. Drake is going to exist because that pocket of people still exists within society. And Kendrick is always going to be a thing because message with the music is timeless. That's what Kanye West said. R.P. Donda. But yeah, that's just what it is. So Drake, yeah, like regardless, he always going to be so-and-so. I can't listen to Fry Eye on stream, Malik, because if I listen to him, then they gonna mute the stream because of copyright. So I can't listen to it on stream. But I'll tell you this: I'll listen to him, and when I come back on stream, I got you. I'm gonna do a whole review, a video about Fry Eye and stuff like that. I'm gonna be like, oh, brother, like this. Yeah, facts. I know, right? That's YouTube. It's YouTube and they copyright. It's like the same thing when I talk about basketball or I talk about a game. People be like, pull up the highlights. The reason why I stopped doing highlight reactions, jokers, they flagged it. Especially Fox Sports. They copyright strike your channel. You only get a couple copyright strikes and then they take your channel down. But anyways, so yeah. But I got you on Friday with Floyd Mayweather signing and stuff like that. But yeah, that's just what the case is. So Drake is always going to be a thing. I don't think this was a terrible album. I don't think this was a terrible project. Was it for me? No. Do I like some joints on it? Yeah. I don't think Drake went 0 for 21. I like 3-4 songs on it. Nokia. Hold on, let me pull this up again. I like Nokia. The first track was not bad. Give Me a Hug, Small Town Fame. Love those songs. I really like those songs. So I'm not gonna say I hate it and Drake sucks and Drake isn't and he can't come back from this because that's just stupid. Drake is Drake. He's always gonna be Drake. That's what Ye said. Even Ye, in all his craziness stuff that he was saying, he said you can't shut out Steph Curry. And he was telling the truth. It is what it is. So that's how I felt about the Drake joint. Also, I want to keep it moving. I never talked about the 2 Chainz album. Hold on, let me stop sharing and look this up real quick. I never stopped talking about the started. Blah, I'm sorry, I got tongue tied. I never spoke about the 2 Chainz joint with Larry June. Life is Beautiful. Let me pull this up. But it's a crazy 59 seconds. Okay, bet. Fountain Blue is 59 seconds. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna listen to Fry Rye. I'm just saying, if I do it on stream, they're gonna get me out of here. And if not now, they're gonna do it after the stream. So like it'll be cool now. I finish the stream in real time, and then the replay when most people watch the streams, because it's on, as you see, it's only 2 viewers on, 1 viewer on, and stuff like that. It's gonna be like 100 people watching the replay at least. No. 2 Chainz, he don't sign rap. He does. I'm tripping. I'm tweaking. 2 Chainz got a whole thing. Street execs. He got a whole studio out there in Atlanta, everything. Like Bankroll Fresh used to be signed to him. I believe Travis Porter was signed to them for a long time. Schoolie signed to him. I don't know if he's still signed to him. Cap One. They had a whole thing out in Atlanta. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Shout out 2 Chainz. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 2 Chainz got that money. He a team owner in the G League, the College Park Skyhawks. For sure got that money. But yeah, this joint right here, bro, I love it, dude. I love it. I really love the album. 2 Chainz said he's been trying to get away from trap for a long time now. I remember he came out with his last album. He was like, "This is my last trap album that I'm gonna do," and everything like that. And this is what people talk about all the time. When when artists get older, when rappers get older, 2 Chainz is now 47. You know what I'm saying? So he's close to 59. I mean, he's close to 50 now. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like he made that transition. Like he just can't be making the same type of music, turn up music that he was making when he was 37 and everything like that, because his kids are getting older now. He's got, teenage kids and preteen kids and everything like that. They're walking, talking, have a conscience. They know who 2 Chainz is. And you just can't be making. She got a big booty because it's all called a big booty music, or like I wrap up the packs, I serve the packs to the plug. Like 2 Chainz, you've been rich and famous for 13 years now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Tyreek, you say Malik. Oh, he said Malik's my last name. Okay. Tahid Malik. Salute to Tahid Malik in the chat. That's his name. Yeah. First name Tahid. There it is. Or Toheed. You type Toheed. I think 2 Chainz name Tahid, right? He said Tahid Malik. Hey, I don't think you should be putting your government on here. But anyways, back to this. Yeah, it's Tahid. Yeah. Okay, back to this, bro. The LLC talk, the talk about being a father. The one song he got on here where he's talking about it's from the Quran. It's the same name though. Okay, so you pronounce it the same. It's from the Quran. Shout out. Okay, just spelled different for sure. Salute to Mr. Malik, man. But to talk about the true organics here, the bad choices. I like that joint. This was kind of like the one toxic joint, everything like that. Like I'm looking for the girls and bad choice. I liked it. But he has one track on here. He says, salute, my brother, salute. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But yeah, man. He got the one joint on here where he's talking about we the generation that got the kids taking perkies and all and popping pills. We the generation that got these YNs running around with guns and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like some crazy stuff, bro. Some crazy stuff, dude. And it's like it seemed like he was taking accountability in the hook, but the rest of the song, like I don't know if it necessarily directly addressed it of like how we can change and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? See, you feel me, Mr. Malik? Like I thought he was gonna go there, and D1 said we going through a shift, we experiencing the shift, and I feel the shift in hip hop and stuff like that. And I thought really he was really gonna address it in the what you calls. I thought he was really gonna address it in the verses, but he didn't. He didn't really address it in the verses. It was just kind of like the hook, and then the song was the song. But I like the direction that 2 Chainz is going in for sure. And I think it's an amazing way to watch, rappers grow within hip hop. This is what you want to see when a rapper's in their late 40s, bro, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry about that, Tahid, but like, but it's like your story, right? Like you come from a past of addiction and everything like that. When you get 40 something, and you've been clean off the pills since you was in your 30s, in your 20s, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to be rapping about the pills you was popping when you was 27, right? Because if you 45 and you ain't popped no pills since you was 28, you've been clean off pills for 14 years. You know what I'm saying? So why should I still rap and brag about what I was doing when you 23? So say you was popping pills when you was 16, 17, right? And okay, you've been clean off them since you was 20. You 23 now. So you've been clean off them for 3 years, right? That's a 6-year window, pretty small window, but you're young. You know what I'm saying? 6-year window, 3 years you was using, 3 years you clean. Why would you still 3 years clean be bragging about I was popping pills, I was this and that, and you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Pakistanis. Shout out to all the refugees, man. Welcome to America. This is America. But like, why would you be bragging about the stuff you was doing when you was a stupid teenager, right? It just sounds stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's one thing, and I guess it's a double-edged sword because it's a lot of how do you say this? And shout out to the Pakis as well. I got Pakistani homies from high school, stuff like that. Shout out Fozzie. Shout out to the Parachas, everybody like that. It's one thing to tell your story, because I like the Pusha T's, and y'all know I rock with Tony Snow. That's the home team. But it's like, also, at what point is it like, okay, we get it, you sold drugs? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how long are you gonna rap about when you were selling drugs? 2 Chainz is someone, he comes from the trap, right? And it's like, he's 47 now. Now his lifestyle is taking his kids to school, being a present father, being at the Hawks game, running his businesses, and keeping all the money into the thing. He's rapping about putting his cars in LLCs and putting his cars in trusts and putting his cars not under his name and having them registered in different states, and how he saves money and how he kind of goes about taxes and keeping up with his taxes and keeping up with his health and keeping up with his family. Like, this is what you talk about, bro. At the age of 40, like, I'm not about to be 41 still rapping about the drugs that I sold when I was 17 years old. If I've been rapping about the drugs I was selling when I was 17 years old, from ages 22 to 39, it's got to be an expiration date, bro. Because when you continue rapping about that stuff, what 2 Chainz said, we the generation that got the kids popping pills. We the generation that got the kids, you know what I'm saying? All of the things, right? So it's like, at what point do you move on? And this is a great move and step in the right direction for 2 Chainz. Larry June obviously coming as he always goes and stuff like that. That was crazy. Excuse me. And Uncle Al, Alchemist, always comes correct. He had a couple of like trap joints that he tried on here. You can tell Al got in his trap bag and stuff like that on a couple of joints. 2 Chainz Shine did that, breezed through it with ease. 2 Chainz can really rap as well. So you have to say that 2 Chainz can really rap, and he's kind of just letting it show right here with the different beats and everything like that. You really can't tell or appreciate it a lot of times with the trap beats because you just associate that with turn up and kind of more easy, simple lyrics. But he really be rapping, you know what I'm saying, for sure. And so I definitely want to shout out 2 Chainz for his performance on the album. But Larry June, he was kind of struggling or whatever with the trap joints, but it's all good. Overall, it was still a great project. And I love to see that growth in hip hop. It's like 444 is probably my favorite Jay-Z album because it really showed his growth. And, he was like 50, rapping about 50-year-old things like Game to the youngins and stuff like that. And I really appreciated it. So this is almost, dare I say, 2 Chainz 444. Doom. But anyways, let's get to it. So Malik said, it's a poverty thing more than a trend, to be honest, because, they came from subsidized housing. His parents came from nothing as refugees to Canada and stuff like that. 100%. I agree with that, right? Like, because these folks are just telling their stories as drug users or drug dealers and people who are in the streets or come from a background of crime or danger and all of these things. And I get it. That's okay. At the same time, how long are you going to continue to tell that story? I know trauma is a real thing, and we lean on pain a lot as humans, but it's like, at what point do we move on? Because the longer we lean on that, a lot of times the kids who don't come from that background, who didn't have to deal with that, are going to go with it because of influence, because you also have influence when when you open your mouth, you know what I'm saying? Because you got millions of followers, millions of, you know what I'm saying, fans and things of that sort. Shout out to West Side Gun. He dropped his joint today. I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. The 12, it was like classic Griselda, everything like that. Hardcore, the whole gun thing and stuff like that. It was funny to me because Buddy is like he dropped this on what'd you call? He dropped this on Valentine's Day. So it was just funny to me, but excuse me. Pretty consistent stuff. Oh, sorry. Pretty consistent stuff here from Westside Gun. I know Boldy James said he wanted to drop again by the end of the month. I was like, bro, you just dropped. Like Boldy James just dropped his trap album and stuff like that. And he appeared on somebody else's song this week. He drops almost like every week at this point. You know what I'm saying? Philly artist up next. Shout out to Philly. I tried to get in contact with someone from Philly. And I did get in contact with them, but we never got the interview set up. Trini V, the producer, oh my goodness, that next comment is crazy. But shout out Skrilla as well. Skrilla's popping for sure in the underground. On the way up for sure. Shout out Skrilla. But yeah. Trini V, the producer. He's Alicia G's producer. Alicia G out of South Carolina, spends a lot of time in Atlanta, stuff like that. And yo, his beats is crazy. That Alicia G project from last year was so unique. It was like, what the heck? It's like a video game, Sonic, but trap, bouncy. I don't know how do you describe it? Like bouncy trap video game. That was his sound. He's crazy with it. Trini V, straight from Philly. If you're not hip to Trini V and Alicia G, check them out for sure. But yeah, I wanted to interview both of them for the channel. And I reached out probably about a month ago. About a month ago at this point. And he said, okay, I can ask her, see her availability. And we never got her locked in. She ended up being on like MTV and all these big platforms and stuff like that in the time being. So it's understandable, but I definitely want to get that set up at some point. But yeah, Philly got some folks. Philly always has some people. Dating back to like Armani White, like in 2019 with the Billie Eilish thing, and you know, Armani always been rapping and stuff like that. Y'all got Kwani popping right now. I know Kwani's MAGA, but he's still popping. Like you can't deny his relevance just because of his beliefs. Who else is really popping from Philly? I'm trying to think of right now. That's like new, because obviously we know the heavy hitters and stuff like that from Philly. Trying to think of anybody else from Philly. Kwani fire, but Dole man was different. Dole was different though. RIP. Who's Dole? I'm from South Philly. Oh, shout out South Philly. My pops is from South Jersey, which is darn near Philly. He from Trenton. So yeah. Salute. He said YBC Dole. Oh, you putting me on with some folks. YBC Dole, and then the dude you said from Toronto. The Irish dude. What's his name? But yeah, for sure. Hold on. Hey, YBC Dole. I'll look them up. Let me see if I know this dude. I think I've seen this dude. Like, I think I've seen dude like when he was coming up and stuff like that. He flowed different. He said, "Listen to dual McButton." Okay, bet. McButton. And then that's the first one that came up. I think I've seen this dude before. I heard of him before. You seen the dude that was, you know, when Gilly was up there on the joint this week talking about the dude who, you know, ended Cheese's life. It's crazy. He recorded a little song, this song, and was going the next day or whatever. Crazy. Hold on. That's what I'm looking up. I was on and out. Who's the Fire Ride guy you said? So I could have him. He died a Muslim. RP Duel. The Fire Ride guy. I'm trying to look him up so I have his name. Hold on. Philly got mad Muslims. You know, people go to. I feel like they go to. They turn the term Muslim period. Fire right? Okay, that's how you spell it. They turn Muslim period when they go to prison. So it makes sense, like you said, if a lot of guys are in fry eye. Hold on, I'm gonna listen to this right when I get off. Fontainebleau. It wasn't Fontainebleau, but it was something like that. Fire eye blue. I'm spelling it wrong. All right, hold on. Being Muslim don't make you automatically a great person. I'm not Muslim, so I can't really speak too much on what y'all have going on that side of things. My dad be oh my goodness. This man Tawheed is tripping. Fontainebleau. Let me see. I'm still trying to. He spells his name so crazy. Okay. Oh, I still didn't get it. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna put in Floyd Mayweather, Canadian artist. I'll just look that up. Floyd Mayweather, Canadian artist. And I can't stay on too much later because I got a flight in the morning. So yeah, there's that. Let me see. Okay. All right, let me see. Okay, so we talked about that. Also, I want to give a shout out to Shad the God, bro. Shout out Shad the God. Like I was speaking to someone a couple weeks ago, and I made the joke. I was like, I'm probably like the 7th most relevant Rashad in Atlanta history, and I'm definitely behind Shad the God for sure. But this double rice joint, gas. I did hit the double rice. Hit the gas. 4 flats on the lat. The joint he released last year with Beat Monster. Brother snapping. And that's another one of just like he's aging very gracefully within the hip hop scene. His little joint, his little goatee getting gray now, and he's still spitting and he going crazy. And he's staying true to his like sound. He's staying true to his flow. He not trying to be like the kids and going beep boop beep boop. He's staying true to what he doing. He not, you know what I'm saying, being zesty and everything. He doing what he doing. And that ain't no diss to all the artists acting zesty, but you know, we seen the thing. I was watching the Z's and B-Lou interview, right, with Our Generation Now, and or Our Generation Music, or whoever, the Kids Take Over, excuse me. And yeah. He said, I don't like, that's kind of blasphemy. It's kind of like, I see where you coming from, like Charlamagne the God for sure. But I see where you coming from for sure. But yeah. It's some Atlanta stuff. So if it's an acquired taste, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like you with Philly or Canadian stuff, where I'll be like, it's not really for me. You know what I'm saying? And you like, oh, this hard. You know what I'm saying? It's just a regional thing. But yeah, dang, where was I going with this? ZSMB Lou, they was talking to Kids Take Over, right? And they said, man, why is everybody acting zesty? Like, because he was showing them a bunch of underground kids like Nine Vicious and you know, all these other guys, and they was all doing kind of like the, you know, shoulder thing, like the Uzi thing and the Cardi thing. And they said it was probably, you know, from looking at guys like Thug and Playboy Cardi and Lil Uzi, like they probably take a piece from them and just kind of like run with it to kind of stand out as artists. And it works a lot of the times. But it's like, shout to God, to go back to him. He's still doing his thing, bro. He's still just standing on all 10, just being himself, bro. He not assimilating to staying in or, you know, the current group of dudes. But yeah, introduction to Shout to God, just in case you don't know who he is as well. Shot of God is a member of the Rich Kids. So he's on the song, partner them, everything like that. That's Shot of God, Rich Kids. Throughout the years, he's had solo tracks or he's been featured as a solo artist with Gunna, with Rich Homie Quan, and the most famous one is probably on like the Barda 5 or whichever thing that was, bro. Whatever one that was, the Barda 5, whatever, with Young Thug. And speaking of this, you bring me back to a great point. Tahid, you bring me back to a great point. Let's get into it. Hold on. I'm trying to go backspace and then I'm gonna share this tab again. With this, right? So the Kai Cenat thing, right? The Kai Cenat thing. So Kai's reaction to this was very passionate, everything like that. And after he said, it was all right. It was all right. I'll give it a so-and-so. I'll give it a so-and-so. He gassed this one and gave it an 8 out of 10 immediately. Malik, my bad, Malik. Gave it an 8 out of 10. My thing with that is I feel like a lot of people saw the way that Drake was moving and how he was publicly denouncing and dissing and kind of like cutting off folks who were even dancing to Not Like Us in public. And it got to the point where other people felt like they had to overcompensate publicly in defending Drake, that they just gassed everything Drake did and everything that Kendrick did. They act like they didn't acknowledge it, act like they didn't see it, to remain friends with Drake. Now, why? I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I know some people, like, I could imagine probably like a Sexy Red, a JT, or someone like that. Like Drake probably helped them early on in their careers, did some stuff behind the scenes where he gave them some bread when they needed it and kind of kept them going on in their careers. But overall, bro, it's like, I'm not scared, bro. Like, I'm really not. Like, if you want to do this media thing, that's the thing too. When we going with influencers versus media members, traditional journalists, right? Traditional journalists, traditional media, everything like that. Elliot was having the thing. He was mad that all the big artists wanted to come on Kai Cenat stream and they want to come on iShowSpeed and DDG and Aiden and all this and stuff like that. They wanted to go on the big streamers. Now Playboy Max, Silky, the Phase Boys, Your Age. They want to come on the big streamers instead of going to interviewers, because the big streamers is probably guaranteed a larger audience, get your message across to promote. Plus, they're not going to ask you tough questions, and you're going to have some fun. You're going to be able to play the game. You're going to be dancing with Kai. You're going to be doing the little games, the little guess what's in the box. You're going to be having fun, as opposed to someone asking you and grilling you about who you're dating and relationships and everything like that, right? I get that. Salute. At the same time, if you want that seat as an influencer, as a streamer, you have to understand part of it that comes with the gig is criticism, bro. And you got to criticize, bro. Like you have to tell the truth, because if you don't, then you take away from the art of like what you're doing, media, reporting, reviewing, whatever the case might be, because you want to protect your relationship, your friendship with Drake. I just went up here. I've been wanting a Key interview for forever. I've always wanted, Atlanta's approval and everything like that. City of Atlanta approved. That's my hometown. And I just went on here and started the stream saying the back half of Key's album is a little too eclectic for me. It's like 4 tracks in there on the back half that I'm just like, no, and we can keep that. First half is hard. If I would have went up here and said every track is hard, it's non-skippable, it's an immediate classic, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, great job, Key, album of the year candidate, just because I wanted an interview with Key and I wanted to be cool on that side of Atlanta, bro, I wouldn't be doing my job, bro, and people wouldn't even be taking it serious. Like, the thing is, if you want to do this, you can't be worried about wanting to be friends with Drake. If you want to do this, you can't be worried about wanting to get an invite to the embassy. If you want to do this, you can't be worried about Lil Baby now. You know what I'm saying? Not rocking with you no more. You have to do it all the way. And we've seen Kai do that with Offset, right? He did the 24-hour stream with Offset, and then he said the album was kind of boring. It was whatever. So we've seen Kai do that. At the same time, I feel like he's really kind of overdoing the Drake thing just because he still wants to be friends with Drake. Because probably, I don't know. This is just me just coming up with the hypothesis. I'm just making up stuff now. Probably the kid inside of Kai grew up listening to Drake, looked up to Drake, and could dream of being friends with Drake. And now Drake acknowledges who he is. He knows who he is and everything like that. All right, Malik. I might be on in 15 minutes. I'll see you then. He might know Drake and Drake knows of him. And he doesn't want to let that go. I get it, bro. I get it. Because Drake was the biggest rapper in the world from 2009 to 2025. That's 16 years. Drake was the biggest rapper in the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, of course you wanted to be buddy friend and everything like that. But at the same time, bro, you can't just, oh, this is amazing, this and that. Because you've seen people who said the opposite and then made it look like nobody was rocking with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You just had to tell the truth because that's how you get people's respect for real and respecting the game. You know, you can't be in this thing for friends. And I know streaming is different because like a large part of it is guests that separates you from everybody else is guests and IRL content. And that's what makes Kai Cenat. I salute that. Kai is a cool dude. Like, met him mad times and stuff like that in Atlanta. He gives back all the time without the cameras, talks to the kids all the time, socializes, gives everybody attention. You know, he speaks to you with respect, even if you just like people kind of hound him and like, Kai. Like, he respectful dude. But if he wants to, you know what I'm saying, kind of continue to move in as a space of a hip hop platform, that's the way he's got to move. He can't worry about connections and networking and stuff like that. You got to go your job above the networking and connections, in my opinion. That's just how I feel. But yeah. Okay. Next thing I want to discuss tonight is Jay-Z. Jay-Z's charges have been officially dropped. And yeah, man, we spoke about this before in another video where Jay-Z got his lawyers and they said, nah, this is crazy, this and that, woo. But to double down on it, Jay-Z and them, they said it again, like after the lawsuit has officially been dropped. And yeah, he just maintained his innocence. Today is a victory. The frivolous, fictitious, and appalling allegations have been dismissed. This civil suit was without merit and was never going anywhere. The fictional tale they created was laughable, if not for the series of any claims. I would not wish this experience on anyone. The trauma of my wife, my children, my loved ones, and I have endured can never be dismissed. This 1-800 lawyer, oh man, gets to file a suit hiding behind Jane Doe. And when they quickly realize that the money grab is going to fail, they get to walk away with no repercussions. The system has failed. The court must protect victims, of course. While this is the same ethical responsibility, the courts must protect the innocent from being accused without a shred of evidence. May the truth prevail for all the victims and those falsely accused equally. That's Sean Carter himself in the face of all of the Diddy stuff going down. Someone throws an allegation out against him, and it doesn't look really good for him, things of that sort. And they denied it expeditiously. As soon as it went public, they came out with a statement like 15 minutes later. A couple days after that, the person was like, oh, maybe I don't remember it the way that I thought I remembered it, right? They did that. And then, a couple weeks later, we get this. They dismiss the case. They drop it. Pursuant the federal rules of the civil procedure, plaintiff Jane Doe, by and going through the undersigned counsel, hereby gives notice that the above captioned action is voluntarily dismissed with prejudice. So there it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Good news for Jay-Z, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know what I done heard a lot of things. We heard a lot of rumors and conspiracy theories throughout the years. I don't know what is true. These are the facts. According to the facts, I'm happy for Jay-Z, especially if this is in fact true and everything was just a lie and an attempt to tear down Jay-Z and the Carter family. So, yeah, shout out to Jay-Z, man. Um, and prayers to any victims who might have been any victims of any wrongdoings of anything, if it ever existed. If it did, we don't want to dismiss those victims as well. So, speaking of lawsuits and things of that sort, things being dismissed in the world of law, we got Luigi. Luigi Mangione now has an official website, luigimangioneinfo.com. On the homepage, they explain the reasoning for the website, and it's been confirmed by Luigi's team that this is exactly Luigi. Due to the extraordinary volume of inquiries and outpouring of support, this site was created and is maintained by Luigi's Mangione's New York legal defense team to provide answers to frequently asked questions, accurate information about his case, and dispel misinformation. The intent is to share factual information regarding the unprecedented multiple prosecutions against them. Here's a message from Luigi. I am overwhelmed by and grateful for everyone who has written me to share their stories and express their support. Powerfully, this support has transcended political, racial, and even class divisions as mail has flooded the MDC from across the country and around the globe. While it's impossible for me to reply to most letters, please know that I have read every one that I received. Thank you again to everyone who took the time out to write. I look forward to hearing more in the future. And then they have his dates of when he's going to be in court next and all of the good things like that. So February 21st, People versus Mangione in New York State. Then February 24th, Commonwealth versus him in Pennsylvania. And then March 19th, the USA with New York Federal. So you have all of these things up here. It's pretty cool that they did this and stuff like that. I know a lot of people who have been dealing with issues with medical help and assistance in America and stuff like that. And yeah, man, they kind of applauded him and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And said free Luigi and all of those things. So, you know, it just is what it is. It is what it is on that side of the coin. And speaking of that, I want to talk about this as we are in that same ballpark. And it is with Mr. Kenny Brooks, the head coach of Kentucky. I know I'm going from topic to topic, rebreezing through him. Kenny Brooks, man. Kenny Brooks, he had a long embrace with Vic Schaefer last night after last night's game, Kentucky and Texas going back and forth and stuff like that. And Schaefer said the reason why they did and they talked a long time after the game was because Kenny Brooks was telling him that his wife is finally cancer free. Big dubs, big dubs, big dubs for Kenny Brooks, man. The C word, you know, we hate the C word, everything like that. Hate the disease with a passion. If I could come up with a diss track for it, I would. It's taking too many of my loved ones away from me, and my loved ones is battling with it right now, man. It is total trash, whack, the whole nine, you know what I'm saying, like that. It's a terrible, terrible, vicious disease. It eats away and takes away from people who the shell of themselves, leaves them with the shell of themselves and ribs, and they just lose their weight and everything like that. People who are the most lively folks that you'll ever see in the world, bro, on some craziness, man. I hate it. I hate it with a passion, bro. But with that being said, let's watch this video, 2-minute video from Kenny Brooks.
It really puts it into perspective. This last year has been the hardest year of my life, and to be able to watch my wife walk out there, and when they said that she rang the bell on May the 24th, it puts everything into perspective because she's fought. She's the strongest person that I know. And I also know that we didn't get to this by ourselves. The power of prayer.
Mm.
She and I kept it to ourselves throughout the basketball season last year, and we finally told people. And we told people, it was the biggest weight lifted off my shoulder because so many people helped us, and they prayed for us, and they helped us get through it. So nights like tonight, when you know what you've gone through and you know how you've gotten through it because of other people, and to be able to bring awareness to this nasty disease. And that's what Vic and I talked about. He has a son who he almost lost. And nights like tonight really puts things in perspective and know that you can't do it by yourself, and that you have so many people that are helping you. So University of Kentucky has been great to me. I love it when people come up to me before they even ask me anything about basketball. They'll ask me how my wife's doing. And that means everything, because family's first. So tonight was special.
Excuse me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought I could do it. I thought I could do it with that, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Not right now. Not right now. This particular time. Not right now, man. But what a powerful message. Salute and congratulations to Coach Kenny Brooks for sure. And gosh, Lee, that's tough. All right. Salute. Prayers, man, to any family dealing with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep y'all heads up. Y'all stay positive, all that good stuff, man, for sure. Fly J, moving on to the next thing, staying in the thing of basketball, everything like that. You know what I mean? Fly J. She just dropped Flying B. She just dropped Flying B today. Congratulations on her dropping her R&B project. That's another thing. When people are like, state of R&B is just vocal lyrics and overused auto-tune. And it's like, bro, you really look at Drake and Party Next Door as like the standard for modern R&B is crazy, because it's like actual R&B artists. Like the people like the Chantel Mays, the people like the Tone Stiffs, the people like the Leon Thomases, the people like the Leon Bridges, the people like the Ill Minds. You know what I'm saying? It's the knowledges, you know, the mixture of knowledge and Anderson Pop, you know. Gambino's like, it's so many people. And then of course you can go the Lucky Days and Victoria Monet's and Coco Jones, and you know what I'm saying? Like you can go down a whole list of these artists, you know, who are doing soulful and modern day R&B and doing it well, you know, rocking it well, all those sorts. And so to kind of point out the most popular guys, you know, who kind of teeter with the genre and bend that genre of that line of R&B and hip hop, and then say, is this the current state of R&B? I think it's pretty unfair. It's like when people look at the most popular rap song, right? I guess before probably Not Like Us or anything Kendrick. It's like, oh, they are talking about nothing in rap. That's another problem I had with the halftime show, like complaints. Because if they had another rapper up there that was more quote unquote fun and the show was just fun, then people would be like complaining about how like rappers talk about nothing now. What is the messaging behind this? When I grew up, rap had a message. And now you had a rapper that go up there with the biggest messages and, you know, things you have to unpack. And now you're still upset about it. Like, yeah, and people going to be mad regardless. That's why you got to do what you got to do. But Fly J, she got her whole team a bag, bro. She got the whole team bags because she said we in our bag. She released Flying B today, the project. It debuted earlier in the day on the iTunes charts at number 12 on the R&B charts, first day out, you know what I'm saying, on Valentine's Day, which is pretty impressive. And a lot of the songs that I heard so far reminds me a lot of K-Camp, a lot of kind of that type of vibe and stuff like that. So I think that's her pocket, definitely like the kind of raw wave. Like she always reminded me of that when I listened to her music, of like the K Camps, raw waves, a little more leaning like to that kind of demographic of people that's like, when they hear music, they be feeling it and they like, this, you ain't a bit of the struggle, you know what I'm saying? That type of thing. But Flau'jae is definitely talented. She makes good music, and salute to her. She just also released, the little photo shoot she did with Chris Hilton Jr., star junior wide receiver for LSU. That's why I was like, she's definitely staying at LSU when I seen her with him, because they're both juniors. And she also mentioned on her podcast just a bunch of times, my senior year, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Lauren Betts has already announced that she's returning. So both Lauren Betts and Flau'jae are going to be back for their senior seasons, and they'll be a part of the 2026 WNBA draft. So we'll see where they go there. They'll probably go 1-2. And yeah, man. Salute. I met Chris very briefly. I just dapped him up at the Pelicans game a couple weeks ago. I was the one that took the video that Flau'jae and them used in her podcast clip and stuff like that. Salute to that. I seen her out of the game. She said, "Yay!" And I'm always like, I always get like humbled or whatever when she remembers me, because she doesn't have to remember me from covering her way back when, which feels like a billion years ago when she was in high school, just a child. But she always remembers me. She's always dope and nice. So I appreciate Flau'jae to the fullest. Shout out Big Foe. And Chris, mad humble as well. Like, I asked Foe to take the picture, and Chris was standing like head turn. I said, Chris getting it too, bro. Like, you Chris Hilton Jr. And he turned around, he did it. I dapped him up, introduced myself and stuff like that. Very nice kid. Very nice and respectful young man. Salute to Chris. Salute Flau'jae. Shout out to the power couples at LSU. They had Livy Dunn. I think that's how you pronounce it, Dunn or Dune. And then the pitcher, Paul Skeens. And so they had that couple, and now they have Flau'jae and Chris Hilton, man. So love to see it. Black love and power couples over at LSU. All right, man. Let me see. Next thing. 4 bats. I come and slide at 8 p.m. I'm sending text to your DM. And I need another dress. So I bought you another pair. Girl, you know you love it here. I tell you another. All right. Hold on. I see posts about it, but I want to see Anicia's reaction to it. So Anicia, bro. Here we go. Share this instead. Lakia, Anicia getting the Maybach is my favorite video today. Crazy because you've been my favorite to look at these past few days. I'll play all day long. Like, she's so bad with it. Like, it's so bad with me. I got a joke for everything, 100%. That's Rihanna with A$AP Rocky. Anyways, so yeah, 4 bats surprised Anicia with the Maybach, and she was like, "This for me,
Batman.
no way."
You bought me a.
So Anisha got it, man. You know what I'm saying? You seen the American woman in Pakistan making? Oh yeah. Homegirl, yeah. Didn't she go to another country? And she was like calling. I ain't been following that story all the way. I just been seeing the viral videos every now and again in passing. It's one of those things that's like so big you can't you can't ignore it. Like, it's just everywhere. Yeah. So I definitely seen it for sure. But yeah. This Anicia thing, she said, "Man, I was shook. I still am. He's really so good to me, y'all. Like, I know y'all love to crack jokes on people's relationships, but I've been through a lot, and I finally have someone that I could be a lady with. I'm thankful and grateful for all of my girls, and wish this love for all of my girls." Anicia, if you ever watch my interviews with Anicia is very stiff on men. Her relationship with men has been a complicated one throughout the years. I know when she first got when she first got when she first got famous. Okay, yeah. This Malik on a different page. I was like, dang, it's a lot of Packy people today. But yeah. They did. But when Anicia first got famous, she was with her boyfriend that she was with like a long time on and off. From what I understand, I don't know Anicia like that. But she was always with her boyfriend like on and off, and he was behind the scenes and stuff like that. And salute, man, for sure. Um, and she will always talk about in interviews and in her songs about just how toxic the relationship. And she would even tweet about it, about how toxic the relationship and the love was. And in our interviews, like it will come across about how like just how much hate and spite she had for men and stuff like that, just because of her relationships with men and her experiences with men throughout the years. And so I'm so happy for her to be spoiled by someone like a Forbats, when he first got famous, everything was about the girl who did him wrong, and he named the album after her. Jada, you made a star, and made the song and the music video all after Jada, whoever Jada was in his life and stuff like that. And so he was really hurt. But he's really hurt because you could tell he cares so much. And then he went into R&B as his music, so he cares even more. And he's a lover. So I say all that to say, Buddy's a lover boy. Forbats is a lover boy. And Anicia is someone who is always wanted to be open to love, but can never fully give it because she can never fully trust, because of her past experiences have been so traumatic and so like big failures and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So to see both of them in this situation, in this relationship, is beautiful. It's sensational. I'm so happy for Anicia. And like she said, she wishes this love on all the women. I wish this love on all the women or men who have dealt with traumatic experiences in their romantic pursuits and everything like that. At the same time, now it's time for the jokes, man. If you got a girl, bro, and she pursuing some career or something like that, and she get famous, she becomes successful off of that, and she got way more money than you, and she way more famous than you, just kiss her on the forehead, tell her congratulations, baby, I'm so proud of you, and best of luck to you for the rest, and just let her on her way, bro. It's over with. How can you compete with this? This man got a Maybach. Are you serious? This man got a Maybach. Are you serious? Look at this. Are you serious right now? This man got a Maybach. And probably the reason why they got it halfway, because it might be a license plate in the front page. But yeah, man, like, are you serious, bro? Man, hold on, man. I got to pull this up real quick. I got to go to another screen because Anicia, she be kind of wilding on here. So I got to go to another screen when I pull this up. But look at this, bro. When I seen this, because she was just talking about all the things her man was doing, I was like, dang, he did all that. Dang, he did all that. Dang, he did all that. And then I seen that it was Forbats. I said, okay, this makes sense. She, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, dude, how can a regular dude compete with this? So here was the first one, right? Best New Year ever. And it was just, one dude or whatever, the heart emoji, Atlanta in the background. Shout out Atlanta. It look like Midtown. This look like they buy like Atlantic Station on the little thing. I don't want to put nobody business out there. And just saying, I used to live over there in that area. So here we go. Hold on. So that was the first one, right? And then I seen this one. My woot time happened, and this is what I got. Flowers, some Chick-fil-A, her favorite meal, I'm assuming. A deluxe heating pad, the little thing, little pack, and my doll. The whole thing. I said, okay, that's a lot. Like, just for like something that happens like every month, that's a lot. But I'm like, okay, very thoughtful, very considerate. And then I see this. Hold on, man. I see this. I'm like, all of this today? Just cause? Because Anicia's birthday is in like the fall. He got her all of this. This would have been enough just cause for a just cause gift. Oh, okay. This is all the stuff. But still, it's like these different songs, these different days, you know what I'm saying? He let her be like, you know what I'm saying, and her kid, like, and stuff like that. I said, bro, this a lot of money, bro, for a just cause gift. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I'm saying all this just because it's just like, bro, that costs money, bro. And then he did all that, right? He was spoiling her, treating her like this, that, ooh, ooh, and then got her a hold on. Where I'm at. And then, you know, because you could think of that, right? And then he got her a car, bro. My brother, if your girl got ambitions, she get rich and famous one day. You not rich and famous, you still like, say y'all met in high school and y'all is what it is. She get lit. At that point, you just got a kiss on the forehead and just tell her, you know what I'm saying, like, congratulations. It is what it is, bro. Because how can you compete? You can't. You can't. You cannot compete with that, bro. It just is what it is, dude. This is cool. This is really cool. I just wanted to see this. This is really cool. Look, Hello Kitty type of thing in the crib. But yeah, man. Salute the four bats. Treating this girl right, everything like that. Treating Anicia right. Putting her in her soft girl era. I hope you don't cheat. I don't even know why I say that out loud. Put that energy out into the air. Excuse me. I take that back. Expeditiously. Had to check myself. But yeah, man. Salute to them. I love to see it, bro. Love to see it on this amazing Valentine's Day. Yeah, Monica Wright was at the last game for USC. And shout out Loving Basketball, everything like that. Woo, woo. It was pretty cool, bro. Pretty cool stuff, dude. Pretty cool stuff. Sanaya Lathan, Monica Wright, she laughing at the game, you know what I'm saying? Just looking like the she is. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Her and Regina Hall, bro. Do not age, bro. She's 53, bro. She's 53, bro. You need you some money. If you're watching this right now, you need you some money. I'm gonna tell you that right now, bro. But yeah, she was at the game. Juju had 38 points, 8 blocks. She had like 2 blocks on Lauren Betts in the final minutes. Ridiculous. Fell at the beginning of the game, kept her dribble alive, pulled up when she caught her balance again, and sank the 3, bro. Ridiculous, bro. Juju Watkins is crazy, bro. She defeated the number 1 team in the country by herself. This is a team that beat South Carolina by 20 points. Crazy. And the USC team is a team that lost to Iowa. So, you know, mania everywhere. South Carolina lost earlier to Texas. It's mania all over the place, bro. UConn bounced back from another loss and starting to win again. Big game on Sunday for them, for those 2 teams, UConn and South Carolina. And yeah, man, just craziness everywhere. It's exciting college basketball season filled with parity, everything that you wanted to see in a college basketball season. So salute. I want to talk about tonight, the Friday night for the NBA All-Star Weekend. So yeah, both the games were empty, but I was trying to tell my homeboys and stuff like that. It's always empty on Friday night. The thing is, the celebrity game is usually like in the convention center where they have like the fan experience and stuff like that. So a smaller arena where not a lot of people are, like the capacity isn't that much. So only a couple thousand can get in there. So that's what they usually do for the celebrity game. And then for the Rising Stars game, the rookie game and stuff like that, they usually have just a bunch of like Boys and Girls Club kids and a bunch of like kids from local schools come just cheer and just yell, like kind of like similar to camp day or school field trip day that they have at AU or that they have during the summer for MLB teams and for WNBA teams as well. So that's what they usually do, but they didn't do that this year. But in Oakland, it didn't seem like. It seemed like just regular fans. You could tell the energy was just a little bit lower and the attendance was much lower. So, however, I do like the new format in the Rising Stars game, putting the 4 teams and having them compete against each other in a mini tournament, because it forced the teams to compete, and it forced the teams to compete at the end of every target point, especially with the jokers like the G League team, because no one wanted to lose to the G League team. G League team snuck out a win with the first one, and then they lost with the second one. But the second game, them folks was playing hard. Connect and all them jokers, they was playing hard because they didn't want to lose, man. They didn't want to lose to the G Leaguers. Stefan Castle, they just said Stefan Castle was untouchable in the De'Aaron Fox trade the same week that Luka got traded. Luka got traded, and they talking about Stefan Castle is untouchable. Okay, yeah, all right. So, but he lived up to them expectations. I believe he won the MVP of the Rising Stars Challenge as well this year. That's a Georgia product. That's an Atlanta boy. You know what I'm saying, like that. So salute to Stephon Castle for that. Great first night in it. I don't know what Saturday night is gonna be. I'm gonna go live probably again after Saturday night if I'm up and everything like that. Like I said, I'll be out of town, so different dynamics and stuff. Everything ain't just a guarantee like that. But yeah, we'll see what happens for sure. What else we want to talk about? Oh yeah, the last thing I want to talk about tonight has been an hour and a half of me just yapping. But yeah, thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate you all for tuning in. And yeah, man, happy Valentine's Day once again. Let's get into it. This is the last one. All right, y'all ready? Here we go, y'all. It's a big one. From the Independent. Wait, what the heck? This ain't the thing I thought I was doing. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta find a story now. I don't know the validity of the story. I've just seen it everywhere on social media. But the type of outlets that are reporting on it, it's kind of making me a little nervous. Ohio men could face $10,000 fine for irresponsibly. A pair of Ohio lawmakers introduced a bill to criminalize the discharge of without the intent to Happy Valentine's Day, man. A newly proposed Ohio bill, the Conception Begins at Act, will make engaging in improtect without the intent to procreate a fireable offense up to $10,000. Okay. Ain't no way. This is real. State Representative Anita Samani, the chief, is one thing between pro-choice and pro-life, bro. This is crazy, dude. This is, oh man, I bet the men that was against pro-choice is going to be pro-choice. Oh man, my choice, my body. Y'all going to understand that sentence now, huh? Anyways, let's get in. What the heck? A first offense would carry a fine of $1,000 with a $5,000 for a second offense and $10,000 for subsequent violations. This bill does not contain some exceptions. Men who use condoms, donate, would not be fined. Oh my gosh. The bill also contains an exception for men who engage in, oh my goodness, brother. You cannot be sued. This is crazy. I'm so glad I clicked on this. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm so glad I clicked on it. Samani and co-sponsor Representative Tristan Ryder, a Democrat of Lakewood, said that they were introduced to the bill to expose the hypocrisy of anti-abortion. Okay, so they said my choice, my body, my choice. So they did this out of satire to introduce a bill to expose the hypocrisy of anti-abortion activists and what they called the absurdity of passing laws to restrict, women from having abortions while placing no restrictions on men's bodies. So exactly what I just said, or sexual conduct. This bill highlights the vast inequalities and how we talk about men's bodies versus how we talk about women's bodies. Rader said it in the statement. If you find this language to be absurd, then maybe you should find any bill attempting to 8. No crumbs left. 8. I miss a person that blocked me today. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I gotta keep it a beam with y'all. I miss a person that blocked me this week. Because now I'm talking like them 8 no crumbs. What am I saying? I'm a grown man. I pay bills. If you're watching this, just know I apologize for sure. Anyway, let's get back into it. If you find this language to be absurd, then maybe you should find any bill attempting to restrict reproductive freedoms absurd as well. Fair is fair, right? If this legislature is so dedicated to regulating women's bodies and their access to contraceptives and abortion care, then maybe we should start policing men in the same way. Currently, women in 21 states face felony charges for trying to obtain an abortion. In 10 of those states, abortions are banned, even in the case of sexual assault. Ohio voters enshrined to the right up to abortion in the same state constitution last year, with 57% of Ohioans voting to approve the ballot measure, which prohibits the government from interfering or penalizing a person's reproductive choices. However, anti-abortion activists are already seeking to overturn the ballot to measure by introducing the legislation to criminalize abortion. Austin Beagle, the president of the End Abortion Ohio, tells Cleveland's WEWS that Republicans in the Ohio legislature will soon introduce such a bill. Once it passes, it is, as expected, Beagle intends to argue in the courts that abortion violates the 14th Amendment rights of an unborn fetus. Somani and Rader's bill marks the second conception begins that erection law to be introduced in a Republican-dominated legislature. Mississippi State Senator Bradford Blackman, a Democrat from Canton, shout out to Canton, they had the best cheesecake ever in Canton, Mississippi, bro. I miss it. I miss it over there, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But the lady, she stopped making the cheesecake. Like, it went viral. I drove out there. I ordered me one. It was so great. I think I made a video about it. So you could see it if you could look it up. Just put in my name in cheesecake. And yeah, she stopped making them shortly after that. She like retired. But yeah, shout out to Canton, Mississippi. Shout out to my boy. No, he went to Clinton. But the running back, Cam Akers. Somebody Bradford Blackman, Democrat, Canton, introduced a similar bill in his state last month. Blackman has received for introducing the bill. Despite being slammed by right-wingers for mocking their efforts to ban abortion altogether, Somani is standing her ground and messaging the bill. You don't get pregnant on your own. Facts. It takes two to tangle. It takes two to make a thing go right, she told WEWS. If you're going to penalize someone for an unwanted pregnancy, why not penalize the person who is also responsible? 8, no crumbs. 10 out of 10, no notes. What is we talking about? Bro? That was amazing. Amazing way to end the stream tonight. W stream, W chat, W Malik in the building, man. Hey, until next time, I appreciate all of y'all. Once again, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all on this Valentine's Day. If nobody else told you, I truly, genuinely mean that. Until next time, this is Roll the Vikings. My name is Rashad Milligan.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
And Rashad Milligan rolling out.
Good question.
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.